YouTube, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Screens, and today's video is going to be about how to get your finishing badges fast. Now, yesterday's video was how to get your shooting badges, so right now I'm going to be showing you guys how to get your finishing badges. I'm going to do this for basically every single badge category, so if you want to know how to get your defense and playmaking, stick around. Make sure to sub up those post notifications so you don't miss those videos. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking for my jump shot after going on a crazy 97 game win streak last night. So again, guys want that, make sure to sub up with those post notifications. If you guys are new, drop a like on this video, drop a comment, talk to me. If you guys have better methods, please let me know, because I would be glad to hear it. I want to spread the knowledge to you guys that I have, and this is the only method that I know personally. I've been using it for years. It's still probably one of the best methods in the game. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into it, y'all. So right off the rip, what we want to talk about is the settings here. Now, in my shooting badge video, I said that you guys should go with pro difficulty. This, in my opinion, is a toss-up. So you could either go with pro difficulty or you could go with Hall of Fame difficulty. I wouldn't go with anything in between because there's just no reason to do that. Like, in my opinion, this method is gonna kind of abuse the AI, and it has to do a lot with lobs. So if you don't know the method by now, don't worry, I'll get to it. But there's a certain play that you can run to get a wide open alley-oop every single time, and the AI really can't do anything about it. So if you want to take the chance and put it in a Hall of Fame, go for it. But they probably will sometimes get a few more like intercepted lobs, turnovers, and stuff like that. Maybe they won't throw it if you don't have high enough team chemistry, stuff like that. But personally, I think that Hall of Fame for this specific method is probably the best, because you're just going to get double badge progression. You're still going to get a lot of converted dunks, so that's going to help you out a shit ton. A lot of converted dunks on top of Hall of Fame, like the 2x booster, because I think that's still in the game if I'm not mistaken. But that is going to be very, very helpful. Now, quarter length, again, if you want to maximize your XP per game, by all means go with 12-minute quarters. I can't sit through a 12-minute my career game. Some of you guys can, and you guys are troopers. I salute you for that. But I would only go, I personally always play my career games on 5 minutes, just because there's other things to grind for. You know, like I said, I mentioned before in my last video that you could go with that you could grind for gym rat at the same time. So definitely try to just play around with the settings, do either Hall of Fame or pro difficulty, and mess around with the minutes. And in my opinion, there's nothing else that you can really do when it comes to these settings. So there's a couple more things that I have to talk about before we get into the actual method. So I'm going to take you guys right there. So here we are in the animation store. Now you guys might be wondering, Joe or Screens, why the fuck are we in the animation store? Now, this, like I said, it does have to do with lobs. So with that being said, I would basically buy every single lob package that would kick in my career that you can. So right here, I only am able to unlock the pro alley-oop one because this is my shooting glass cleaner, but the method will still work on him as long as I have one singular pro alley-oop package, which I do. I have it owned, I have it bought. Now, if you can buy the elite ones, obviously, in my opinion, for alley-oops, the more the better. You won't really need anything of like dunks, layups, or contact dunks, because this method really doesn't require it. You could probably get more if you get like a certain amount of contact dunks a game, but you only need alley-oop dunks for this one, because like I said, you're gonna be doing one singular play. You're gonna be spamming that play over and over again. That will give you a alley-oop every single time. Now, like I said, you don't have to buy the park dunks and alley-oops, because they don't kick in during my career games. So only buy the ones that kick in during my career games, and you should be good. So like I said, for me, I can only get the pro alley-oop ones. If you can get the elite and pro ones, buy both of them. That's all you have to do. So I've kept you guys waiting long enough. Let's get into the actual method. Alright, y'all, so here is the method. I'm going to show you guys the plan I'm going to be talking over, just basic examples of me doing it. And that is essentially it. Like, that's it summarized in one play. What you guys are going to want to do is call for an off-ball screen, run around it, and basically double tap Y, call for a lob, and catch it. Now, a lot of people don't know how to use this or how to call for the lob or the screen in the first place, so I'm going to tell you. What you want to do is you want to get into a half-court set, obviously, like my player is doing here, where he is basically just standing on either the hash or something. And what I do is I hold LB. So you hold LB, and then that little target will pop up. Sometimes it won't, so you have to like move around a little bit, maybe wait for some players to move up the court. But the second that you hold LB and that target on the floor pops up, all you have to do is stand on it, and the screen will be set. It'll show the play icon. It'll show the screen being set. It'll show where you're supposed to run. All you have to do is literally run around the screen, make sure your defender hits it, run around it, and then double tap Y while running into the paint. Double tapping Y will essentially just call for it. And in my experience, like I said, this is only my third My Career game. I kind of just spam it. I literally just spam Y because you actually don't have to hold X to catch lobs this year. So you literally just run around, double spam Y as many times as you can, or triangle if you're on PlayStation, and that's essentially it. You'll catch the lob every single time for the most part. Now, the clips that you're watching were on Pro, so I don't know if that necessarily has a effect on whether or not the AI is intercepted. I'm assuming it does. So if you're on Hall of Fame and you're trying to get more badge progression, Hall of Fame will give you a harder time to try to convert the lob. Like I said, like they're just going to try to hawk the lane as much as they can, the AIs. But you're going to get more badge progression in the long run. So, in my personal opinion, like I said, this is only on Pro. I would probably jack it up to Hall of Fame. And this is all you guys are going to want to do for the entire game. Now, if you guys are something like a blue-red and you need defensive and you need slashing badges, I would say do this on offense because it's a quick and easy way to score. And whenever you're on defense, just try to go for your defensive stops. So like I said, whenever I'm going to make a defensive badge method in the future. And so when I do, watch that and you can basically combine both of the methods. You can do the defensive one on defense and you can do the finishing badge one on offense. Now, there are also certain times where you don't have to. On the fast break, like I just did right there, you can kind of just call for it. And same with right here. You can literally just run to the basket. As long as you have your man beat, just run down the court and double tap. Why? Now, I'm going to show you guys my XP at the end of the game. I think on this player, I get like 2,000 to 3,000, which is honestly, it may not sound good, but you guys got to keep in mind, I'm a more green and some red. I don't have slashing in my build. And if you guys didn't know, my points is actually based off of your pie chart. So if you have blue in your archetype, I would not be surprised if you guys got like 5 to 7K. So don't let the numbers deceive you at the very end of this because it's just not, it doesn't tell the entire story. But with that being said, bro, all you have to do is spam this for the entire game. Whether or not you have it on 4-minute or 5-minute quarters, or 12-minute quarters, you just spam it, spam it, spam it, spam it. Get as many lobs in as you can. I think it may or may not cap out at 30, but I honestly highly doubt that you're going to get to like 60 points by just throwing lobs in a 5-minute My Career game. Now, I'm not saying you could, but I'm also saying that like if you really, really wanted to, if you guys were playing on 12-minute quarters, just get 30 lobs and get 60 points, and then maybe switch to other badge methods because for the most part, it's not going to be worth your time. But right here, the game's gonna end. I already have my max finishing badges, so you're not gonna see me gain any XP in the category. But I do press Y, and it shows up. I get like 2,500 finishing badge progression for the finishing category. Because you're gonna have to look at the two numbers. You're gonna have to look at alley-oop dunks and alley-oop layups. So, yep, right there, I got about 2,400 XP. And this is for a build that does not have blue in it at all. This is just for a one that is primarily green. And like I said, if you guys have any sort of blue in your archetype, it's going to be perfect. That's all you guys are going to want to do. I'm going to end the video there. I'll hopefully see you guys back in the park now. All right, y'all. So hopefully, like I said, this video does help you guys out. I will be dropping videos for every single badge category. So we already have the shooting down. We already have the finishing down. And now all we have left is the defense and the playmaking. So tomorrow's video should be about my jump shot and a slash streak. Now, make sure to drop a like and turn on those post notifications if you guys are ready for that, and I would appreciate it if you guys just literally just followed all my socials all on the bottom of the screen. I'll leave some links in the description. But leave a like, comment if this helped you. Drop a sub with those notifications if you guys are new. It's been your boy Screens, and I'm out. Peace.